Big Tibby University President Lady asked her to a movie date and it's a Gundam anime movie? What is Woowa? Huh? There's someone up ahead. What if I ignored him and continued exploring? There seems to be something nearby worth examining. Linnea, with her deep knowledge of the local ecology, might find something useful. Linnea quickly makes the necessary preparations for the investigation. Let's go collect some. Oh. Excuse me, have you seen a tiger-striped cat around here by any chance? A tiger-striped cat? I don't think so. Lumi, did you notice one? Yahoo? Looks like Lumi hasn't seen it either. Did your cat go missing? I can help you look for it. I know this area pretty well. Hey Yuka, we don't have the spare money to hire an adventurer. And besides, it's just a silly cat. Let it end up wherever it wants. Don't say that, Maya. It'd be sad if it heard you. As if it could hear us. If it could, it would have come to us by now. We've been shouting for ages. No need to pay me a commission for that. I was just going to check out the area anyway, so I'll keep an eye out while I'm at it. Let's go, Lumi. There was nothing here not long ago. Now there are so many twin-leaf pitcher plants growing. Maybe some animal brought the seeds here, but I can't just let them spread like this. It's not here either. Hey, you silly cat! Can you hear me? If you can, come out right now. If you don't, we're leaving without you. Meow. Looks like there's something over there. There's nothing there. Lumi, do you think it's here too? Yahoo! The trapped cat is rescued. So you're the one they've been looking for, huh? Doesn't look like you've got any injuries. But if we'd found you any later, who knows what could have happened. Anyway, let's get you back to your friends first. Silly cat, where on earth are you? Oh, you found it. It got trapped in those twin-leaf pitcher plants over there. They're plants, yes, but they're carnivorous and can digest moonglow fireflies in just a few days. Good thing we found it in time. It's just a little weak now, but if we'd been any later, who knows what might have happened. Goodness, that's dangerous. Can't blame anyone but yourself for crawling in there, silly cat. Well, it's not really the cat's fault. These twin-leaf pitcher plants give off a special scent. Humans aren't affected, but insects and other little creatures might get drawn in. That's how the plants capture their prey. There's an unusual number of pitcher plants here. Small animals are affected by their presence too. Oh, I see. Anyway, having this many of these plants grow here is definitely not a good sign, right? That's right. If we leave them alone, they could cause some real trouble. Alright, then we'll handle the weeding. Yuka, come help too. These plants made our silly cat suffer so much. We have to return the favour. With the help of the two treasure hunters, the unusual overgrowth of twin-leaf pitcher plants in the area is finally cleared. Phew, we're finally done. Time to head back to Nasha Town. Thanks a lot, miss, for helping us find this silly cat. If it weren't for your help, who knows how long it would have been trapped. Come to think of it, Maya, if you hadn't yelled so loudly earlier, we might have found it even sooner. What are you talking about? Anyway, the most important thing is it's safe now. Though she calls it silly cat all the time, she really does care about her companion. That's right, the most important thing is it's safe. It's dangerous out here in the wilderness, so you guys have to be careful too. Thank you, we will. And good luck with your investigation. Goodbye. Frost lamp flowers. Oh! Just gave me energy, what the fuck? Found it, looks like it's growing quite well. Like nocturnal blossoms. Oh, these. Oh, nocturnal blossoms are growing here as well. I'll gather some. You're being mean, Meta. I just wanted you to have fun on your adventure. Why do you have to say things like that? If you don't stop acting on every little whim, others are going to get frustrated with you too. I was not acting on a whim. I have my own plans too. Wow, plans, huh? Ugh, you're dismissing me again. I'm not talking to you anymore. Even if you regret it later, it'll be too late. Ah, Linnea, Meta was being... As Vesa fumbles through the story of what happened, it becomes clear that it was just a typical little quarrel among kids. No matter how I look at it, I wasn't the one at fault, right? Then I wasn't wrong either. Big sis Linnea. Sometimes these things just happen. No one's really at fault, but things still don't turn out the way we want them to. Oh, it's like the story of the two sisters among the Frost Moon Scions that the Nocturnal Blossom represents. Huh? The story of two sisters? Yes, I've heard that there were once two sisters among the Frost Moon Scions. They were very different in personality, like the Nocturnal Blossom. One red, one blue. Both sisters did what they believed was right, but because of that, they went their separate ways. It's said the younger sister never forgave her elder sister for leaving her behind, even though the elder went on to save countless lives. Oh! Oh! Aaliyah and Isla. That's who she's talking about. In the end, up until they died, the two never saw each other again. Oh, I didn't know the Frost Moon Scions had stories like that. Me neither. I heard it from a traveling bard. Oh, it's probably Tolfin. Maybe there's some embellishment in it. Ah, so it's a made-up story. Well, even if the story isn't entirely true, the lesson it carries is still sound, right? Neither of them thought they were in the wrong. Both were certain their own choice was the right one, but their choices meant they lost each other forever. If proving you're right means losing a friend, what would you choose? Actually, a few spontaneous little detours on an adventure aren't so bad. Yeah, come to think of it, the time Meta spends adventuring with me is precious. If I keep changing my mind, we might not get to enjoy anything at all. I'll plan things better next time. I'm glad to see you two getting along again. Next time Vesa and I go on an adventure, we'll bring any unusual stones we find back to Speranza. Sounds good. Thanks in advance then.
I can't believe it's not just the Moonglow fireflies. Even cats can get eaten. Yerva. Make sure you keep a close eye on Pavlov the next time you take him for a walk.
Don't worry so much. Pavlov's a lot bigger than a cat. Besides, they're just plants. What's the worst they could do?
I remember a certain fresh-faced adventurer saying something similar, right before coming face-to-face with a hexadecatonic mandragora.
Oh wait, yeah, it's loud enough, yeah.
Hexadecatonic mandragora. Awesome!
Yeah. Oh. What are you all hollering about, huh? I heard the commotion from miles away. Is this some sort of class?
Yep, it sure is. Linnea's telling us all about her recent findings.
That sounds fun. Can we sit in?
Of course. Please take a seat. Since we're on the subject of hexadecatonic mandragoras, there's another notable variety of plant that can be found near Void Sea Outlook.
You must mean Winter Ice Leia.
Spot on! I'm talking about Winter Icely. Hey, Yerva, that's cheating! Linnea didn't even finish asking.
Sorry, I got carried away and jumped the gun.
I've heard
Don't
there's different
worry,
pronunciations
there'll be
of
plenty
that.
more questions to answer. Right, Linnea?
Enough for everyone! Get your answers at the ready, and you'll all have the chance to earn yourselves a sugar sculpture.
A sweet, sweet, sugary reward! Come on, Traveler. This is our time to shine.
I won't go easy on them just because they're children.
Right, back to the topic at hand. There's actually an interesting story about Winter Isley. Legend has it that this plant held a deep connection to the King of Winter Isley. Now, the King of Winter Isley had a brother, whose own symbolic plant is something you should all be very familiar with. Can anyone tell me what it is?
I wonder if it's midsummer berries.
Correct! The answer is midsummer berries.
Midsummer berries? All I know is Katya and Aino both make delicious midsummer tort.
Midsummer berries are the symbol of the King of Midsummer Oak, brother to the King of Winter Isley. Legend has it that these two twins have been fighting since birth. They each take turns killing the other, only to be resurrected once more. Each rules their own season, with this cycle of death and rebirth continuing until the end of time.
I know we've just done a quest about a traveler, but why does this make me think of the siblings?
That's so sad. Despite being connected by blood. Katya once told me good relationships have nothing to do with blood. Sometimes it's precisely those connections that cause conflict to arise.
This story is about the changing of the seasons, right?
How very perceptive of you. You're right, of course. That's exactly what the scholars of Snezhnaya think the story represents. What's more, due to Winter Isley's hardiness and resistance to the cold, it's also considered to be a symbol of the Light Keepers.
Though the flower may fail.
The leaves will keep their promise. Paimon's heard that saying before.
It's a very old saying, and hardly anyone still uses it nowadays. I'm surprised you're even aware of it.
We're seasoned adventurers, which means we're... What was it again? Oh yeah! Well-traveled and well-read.
The Light Keepers. They're the ones who dress in black, right? Are they also hardy and resistant to the cold? But their clothes look so warm. If they really are so resistant, couldn't they wear a bit less? You've got it all muddled up. What Linnea means is that, just like Winter Isley, the Lightkeepers stand tall in the face of hardships as fierce as the icy wind.
So we've got Winter Isley, Winter Islay, Winter Islayer.
Wonderful! Your interpretation is spot on. But let me ask, how did you arrive at that understanding?
Helga sent me a handbook, all the way from Fontaine. She told me about the language of flowers. Now all the flowers of Fontaine have their own secret meanings. I think if Winter Isley has a meaning, it must be something like unbending. Or maybe the courage to persevere until the end.
Well, someone's clearly learning to draw inferences. Well done! And Miko, you may have approached it from a very different angle, but your sense of logic is certainly interesting.
Ooh, Ms. Linnea. What about Paimon and me?
Let's see if you two can answer this next one.
Ask away! No question's too hard for the traveler.
Such confidence! In that case, I'll ask you one of my hardest. Why do nocturnal blossoms come in both red and blue?
Because roses are red, violets are blue. Because they're man-made?
That's certainly a novel answer. But unfortunately, no. That's incorrect.
Alright, so what's the answer? Nocturnal blossoms aren't the only things we've seen in nodkrai that are red and blue.
Kuvaki.
Come to think of it, we've seen red and blue stuff all over the place. If you're asking about the one thing that stands out most about nodkrai...
It must be the extraordinary power of Kuvaki.
Hey! Stop trying to explain everything away with the power of Kuvaki. There's no way the answer's gonna be as obvious as that.
You're correct!
What? Seriously?
It's common knowledge for those of us who live in nodkrai, but not so much for adventurers visiting from afar. So in context, I suppose it could be considered a tricky problem? But you weren't fooled by the question at all. It looks like you're on the path to becoming a real stellar adventurer. All right, that's it for today. All the students who answered a question can have a sugar sculpture!
Huh? Wait a second! Don't tell Paimon that she's the only one who doesn't get any candy! If Paimon had known, she'd have answered more questions! Even if she'd have probably gotten them all wrong.
Don't worry, don't worry. You'll get yours too. You and the Traveler are a team, just like Lumi and me.
Isn't that wonderful, Paimon?
Well, Miss Linnea really is the best teacher ever!
There's another legend that claims the opposing colors of the nocturnal blossom represent two sisters from the Frost Moon Scions.
Do they kill each other too? I noticed that lots of stories have siblings who end up killing each other. What's up with that? We're not like that in the Conch Gang.
Taking a screenshot of that.
Hey! Let Linnea finish the story, will you? I bet the sisters make up in the end. Right?
No.
Otherwise, why would people use the nocturnal blossom with its two flowers joined together to represent them? I hope they make up in the end.
Linnea's always dashing off to here, there, and everywhere. But she still makes time to share her knowledge with us. I've learned a lot from her, and I'm grateful for that.
Collect rainbow drop crystals. You're up, Lumi. Linnea can take an aimed shot at specific ores to summon Lumi. Lumi will quickly shatter mineral deposits and collect the raw ores. I forgot about that. Nice. Strange, why are there so many ores here? Could the pine amber have something to do with it? Seems like it's not starting yet. Wait for a while. The appreciation event finally begins. What the fuck? Dorota, what are you doing here? You couldn't have come at a better time, Linnea. I was just telling everyone about the wonders of Moonfall Silver. Oh, Moonfall Silver. Moonfall Silver. Oh, is there any gem more perfect in the sublunary sphere? Look, its flawless form, its smooth, rounded texture, and that iridescent white paired with unrivaled elemental affinity. In my eyes, only the moon in the sky can compare to you. Yeah, Moonfall Silver is a beautiful ore. I've collected a few samples myself. See, I knew you'd understand. But still, no one understands Moonfall Silver better than I do. Even if you're an advisor to the Adventurers Guild, I'm not giving up first place that easily. Right, and since you're usually the one teaching adventurers, how about I test you for a change? I have 3 pieces of Moonfall Silver here. Sadly, 2 of them have minor flaws. Do they? The last one, though, that's my prized treasure. The Moonfall Silver among Moonfall Silvers. They do quite literally look like the exact same model. Can you tell which one is the most perfect? Let me see. They won't even show me. The one in the middle. Lumi seems to like this one. Let me think again. One on the left. What is Lumi doing? Oh. Let me think again. One on the right. Okay. I just guessed right first time, I guess. Lumi seems to like this one. I'll go with this one. Ah, you feel it too, don't you? That irresistible pull only something truly perfect can have. Linnea ends up taking part in Dorota's Moonfall Silver Appreciation event and had a really lovely time. Wow, didn't expect everyone to be so enthusiastic. It's a shame moments like this never seem to last. Alright, time to pack up and head back. Let me help you. Oh, that'd be nice. Thanks. Oh, if If you've ever been captivated by the iridescent glow of Moonfall Silver, join us and become a member of the Moonfall Silver Appreciation Society. I get to pick them all up, yay! I want to keep picking them up. Serotonin go bar. Phew, we didn't miss any, right? Nope, everything's just right. I saw you making those fun patterns on the ground with Moonfall Silver. Yeah, it took quite a bit of effort, but I think it really helped to spark everyone's love for the Moonfall Silver. Speaking of which, I heard that there's a folktale from Natlan. It's about a girl who originally lived among the stars. When she fell to the earth, she left huge drawings on the ground in her effort to return to the sky. Huh? In the end, her father, the sun up in the heavens, saw her request and brought her back. Maybe he'd see the patterns you made and become a fan of Moonfall Silver too. If that's the case, then I'd be the ultimate Moonfall Silver ambassador. But compared to that, I'm still more worried about getting noticed by birds from above. You know, crows and all. They really like shiny things too. True, and besides crows, we've also got to watch out for sniffer moles and weasel thieves on the ground. And Lumi too. Right, and Lumi too. Yahoo? Anyway, thanks for helping out earlier. Even though this is just a small portion of my collection, here, take them. Consider it a gift for Lumi. She will eat them. Today's a really lucky day, isn't it, Lumi? Yahoo! If they were crafted into artisanal pieces, wouldn't they be more of a hit? Yeah, probably, if they were actual jewelry, rather than just orb. There are quite a few icy pebbles around here. I should collect some and take a closer look. Is that Aoni? Should I go say hello first? During my years at sea, I once heard a call coming from nowhere. The others didn't react at all, but I was captivated almost instantly. It must have been a voice from another world. I've heard it too. Only later did I realize that call carried with it every dream that never made it to the far shore. You might even call it a gathering of regrets. You should bring an icy pebble with you. Look through the hole at its center, and you'll see who's been calling out to you. He's ignoring her. But back then, I was still a hot-headed young fool. Even danger looked like an opportunity to me. So I charged straight in without a second thought. They say the hole at the center of the icy pebble is a gateway to another world. But how exactly are you supposed to cross through it? Ignoring each other. And after that, the sea and its raging winds took everything from me. My wealth, my honor, and even my family. Adventures driven by ambition and desire never end well. It's stuck. Let me help you get that off. And next time, try not to do that again, okay? Linnea, what brings you back here? I've been collecting icy pebbles nearby. I saw you chatting and thought I'd come say hello. Oh, maybe you could really use an icy pebble to open a gateway to another world, Linnea. If anyone could pull it off, it would be you. Even I can't do that. Didn't I tell you before? That's just a folk tale people stitch together. There's no solid evidence behind it. Looks like this isn't gonna work. Oh, so you were listening? No, I'm not the person I used to be anymore. These days, I'm content with what I have, and I want nothing else. What a pity. Then I'll help you collect icy pebbles too, Linnea. That'd be great. With Aoni's help, the materials were soon collected. What an odd quest. Oh, this calm stretch of sea. It's the final resting place for wanderers like us. Why do I feel like he's in another dimension? Being weird. Should I head to Moly Valley to find Grandpa Moly and the others later?
Wow! Esperanza's busy today. What's everyone chatting about?
We're trying to decide what the most beautiful rock in nodkrai is. My vote goes to Moonfall Silver.
Since Aoni's not here, I'll go for icy pebbles on her behalf.
Then I nominate Rainbow Drop Crystals. They come in loads of colors, and you can even make weapons with them. They're way more useful than Moonfall Silver and Icy Pebbles.
Weren't you deciding on the most beautiful rock?
Well, I don't think a rock that just looks good but doesn't do anything can really be considered beautiful.
Actually, Moonfall Silver has quite a few uses too. Although they're certainly not as common in daily life as those of rainbow drop crystals. As it happens, during my investigation, I came across some interesting stories about clothes woven from Moonfall Silver.
Huh? No way. You can weave clothes out of rocks?
So you find it hard to believe too? Well then, you'd best sit up straight and listen close.
Clothes made of Moonfall Silver? Oh, Paimon's super curious too. Come on, Traveler. Let's stick around to hear this.
Okie dokie.
Once upon a time, there was a Fey governor in Nodkrai who was obsessed with rare trinkets and had a passion for dressing up. This governor's advisors worked day and night, desperately struggling to find new and exotic clothes for their master.
Why are we wearing a
Then
monocle?
one day, a young tailor dressed in black came calling. He claimed to have inherited the mysterious techniques of the Golden Realm, and that he
Hyperborea.
could spin crystals that glow like the silver moon into thread for weaving clothes. The governor was overjoyed. He promised to pay the young man handsomely if he would stay and make him clothes. The young tailor requested a vast quantity of Moonfall Silver be delivered to his workshop, and demanded that no one disturb him while he worked. Naturally, the governor agreed. When the scheduled time arrived, the governor found the workshop completely empty, with neither Moonfall Silver nor any clothing to be seen. Having eagerly anticipated his new clothes, he hurriedly asked, "Where did all the Moonfall Silver go? And where are the clothes you promised?" The young tailor raised his hands, and, as if he were shaking out a piece of fabric, said, "See? I took the Moonfall Silver you sent me and wove it into this gown, as pure as moonlight itself. Too pure, in fact, for a fool or an unremarkable man to even perceive." The governor asked his advisor how the gown appeared to him, to which the advisor responded by saying it was the most magnificent gown he had ever seen, just like real moonlight woven and given form. The governor could not see a thing, but unwilling to admit he was either a fool or unremarkable, he did as the tailor bade and put on the moonlight gown. To show off his extraordinary new gown, the governor decided to parade it and himself along the busiest street in town. But as he did so, he heard a child with a conch in his belt shout out,
The governor isn't wearing any clothes!
"It seems like our Miko has guessed how this story ends."
The tailor was a cheat. There are people like that in Nasha Town too. I heard about this one lady from Sumeru who schemed a whole bunch of folks.
That's a good story. What happened to the Moonfall Silver?
Good question. According to the story, the young tailor was none other than Reed Miller in disguise. He traded the Moonfall Silver he took from the governor for Mora and gave it to the poor townsfolk. While the governor was parading himself through town, Reed Miller was enjoying the show from a nearby rooftop.
He really got around, huh? I've already lost count of the number of stories he's popped up in.
Yeah.
But if he was lying about the whole thing, then doesn't that mean there were never any clothes made from Moonfall Silver to begin with?
I believe there were, but the art of weaving them has been lost. But the only evidence now surviving in folk stories. The tale of the fisherman and the beast also mentions a moonlight gown. But Nico and Maisie are still too young for that one, so I'm afraid it'll have to wait.
Huh? What the
No
fuck do you
fair.
mean by that?
You sure know a lot of weird and wonderful stories, Miss Linnea.
I have a lot of travel knowledge to share too.
Indeed! I'm sure you've noticed by now. The world is so vast, with so many secrets yet to discover. Even the things we think we know may well have unfamiliar backstories, like Moonfall Silver. The same goes for Rainbow Drop crystals, in fact. Each region of Teyvat has its own unique minerals, and just like people from different nations have different customs, rocks from different places have their own distinct characteristics too. If you have the patience to listen, you may discover that even silent crystals begin to talk, sharing the stories they have etched into their memories. And not just minerals. Life forms, both ancient and new, are beautiful and unique. This
She's been
world
activated.
is filled with stories and mysteries of all shapes and sizes.
So true, Queen. Go off.
In the instant when a mystery is touched by the light of understanding, countless new possibilities reveal themselves, and the whole world opens up! Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away.
Autism. I know what you are.
Linnea gets like this when she's talking about things she's interested in. If we ask Miss Linnea what the most beautiful rock in nodkrai is, she's certain to say, every rock is beautiful in its own way.
So it's probably better if we ask you two to cast your votes.
The most beautiful rock. What do you think, Traveler?
Lumi's hot.
Oh. Well, Paimon guesses it does look a bit like a rock. And it sure is pretty.
What about you, Linnea? If you had to choose only one rock that was the most beautiful,
How about we end today's lecture here?
whoa. Miss Linnea's trying to dodge the question.
Why don't we invite the Adventurers Guild to host a geological beauty pageant in Nasha Town?
If that happens, we'll need to find a way to ban Dorota from attending.
Yeah. If she's there, she'll do whatever it takes to make Moonfall Silver win. But you can't just ban people from taking part. Of course you'd say that. You're on Team Moonfall Silver.
That's so silly. Oh. Oh, Lumi likes the Moonfall Silver, but not the Pine Amber. Found it! The traces of Electro are really obvious. Linnea can take an aim shot at specific animals to release a special net. It can capture the essence of these little creatures before using this essence to manifest the animal's physical form again. Additionally, the net can only be used for a limited number of times each week. Cool. I wonder if the Electro caused any other adverse effects. For now, I'll bring it back and observe it more closely. There you are. What? Oh wait, I have to... Worthy of the name Golden Loach indeed. Your colour puts ordinary loaches to shame. After some time... I warned you more than once. Keep your eyes open. This is premium stock, personally requested by repeat clients in Snezhnograd. And you just let it go? Have you gone soft on me? Did you suddenly grow a conscience or what? Boss, listen, it's really not my fault. Those hilly churls. Hilly churls? You're using that as an excuse? Keep this up and you'll make a joke of our treasure hoarder brand. I couldn't handle them, boss. I really couldn't. The blue one and its green friend hit harder than those agents. These two, they're definitely smugglers. Who's there? Easy, Lumi, not yet. What's this? A rare find. Hey, you can handle a little girl, yeah? This looks solid enough. Let's swap it in and call it a day. Yes, boss. You have the nerve to go after Lumi now? You're the reason the treasure hoarder's reputation is in the gutter. Reputation? The treasure hoarders have a what now? Stop wasting your breath on her. You should count yourselves lucky it was me you ran into and not Grandma Hilyata.
Wait.
True.
Search!
I didn't need to do all that. They fled in a panic.
The hunted.
Pathetic. The smuggled capybara isn't here. Could this have something to do with the hilly Charles? Let's see if we can find any clues nearby. Whoa, so the silver capybara really exists. Wait, why is it in a pot? Dumb.
Let's stir things up.
But you can see it fucking burning to death. Oh no! Not this. At least I put the fire out, bro. It really is a silver capybara. No dye, no trick of the light. This is so incredibly rare. Absolutely astonishing. I searched all over Natland and never managed to find one. Turns out it got snatched by smugglers. But it doesn't seem hurt. A silver capybara. Never imagined I'd get to see one with my own eyes. Let me feel it for a moment. See if this silver one feels any different from the ordinary ones. Ouch! It's burning hot. Ah, I almost forgot. You're still in the pot. Could it be that you've grown used to Natland's liquid phlogiston, so this temperature barely phases you? Anyway, you're coming back with me for now. I better let Miko and the others see this little wonder before sending it back. Looks like today's not our lucky day. We've been waiting so long and haven't even spotted a single ordinary frostfin whale. Maybe we should call it a day and head back. There'll be other chances. But you're only back for a short while before you leave for other places again, right? Let's wait a bit longer then. Wait, there was one just there. Wait, Helka, is that you? Linnea! Yes, I'm back. But my archive isn't quite complete yet, so our showdown will have to wait. Oh, so the trip was fruitful then. I haven't been idle either, and I added quite a bit to my own records. Did you come to see the frostfin whale too? Yes, I heard it was only discovered recently. Considering its size, I suspect environmental changes caused a shift in its skin color. Like the concentration of Kuvaki in the area, for example. It's a shame, but we probably won't see it today. We've waited so long, and we've got nothing to show for it. Linnea, back me up here. Let's just call it a day and head back, Maisie. I'm fine. I feel better than usual since I woke up this morning. Let's wait a little longer. I heard that anyone who sees the frostfin whale can have their wish come true. So it's supposed to bring good luck, right? I hope you can take the luck it brings with you on your next journey, Helka. But let's wait together then. Linnea! Don't worry, I have a feeling we're going to see that frostfin whale today. You know how it is, Helka. My instincts are always right. Alright, then we'll wait a little longer. But just a little, okay? A while later. Look! Wow! It jumps so high! I wish I could swim that fast too. Swimming with them must be so much fun. Let's just jump in now. Hey! That's too dangerous! Jeez, nothing's changed while I was away. You're still as reckless as ever. What? Don't you want to play with them too? They're having so much fun. But if your clothes get wet, you might catch a cold. Why not stay on shore and use the camera to capture them having fun? Makes sense. Then I'll borrow Helka's camera for a bit. Hehe. Cute. That was a great shot. Feeling satisfied now? Mm-hmm. Whether the legend's true or not, I hope that, wherever you go, Helka, luck will see you through any danger and bring you back to Speranza, safe and sound. Thanks. Shall we head back then? Thanks so much, Linnea. See you at Speranza. Mm-hmm. See you there. Oh, cute. She doesn't want her friend to leave again. Wait, special research Melusine? What the fuck is this? My mare! Huh? Is that a Melusine? Whoa, a real Melusine! Oh, such a tiny, adorable little Melusine. Who are you? May I touch you? I've always wondered what a Melusine like you feels like. Something so cute and so clever. Are you smooth or soft or maybe fluffy? Don't be scared. I just want to give you a little... Please mind your conduct, miss, and refrain from any actions that may violate the statutes. Miss Mamere is a citizen of Fontaine. Unauthorized physical contact may lead to misunderstandings and could carry serious legal consequences, including imprisonment for over 3 years and permanent prohibition from entry. A machine that moves and talks. My apologies. She was just too adorable and I got carried away. My name's Linnea. I am an advisor working for the Adventurers Guild. And I promise I'm not a weirdo. Negative. Individuals engaging in suspicious behavior often insist they are not a weirdo. This is a basic principle of deductive reasoning, Miss Linnea. You shouldn't just go around calling people weirdos, Seymour. This small fairy lady has really pretty colours. She's not like Father, but she feels warm and looks nice. That means she's not a weirdo. Negative. With the exception of purple, coloration generally bears no relation to one's moral alignment. Not the Jason trauma. Jason? Jacob. My brain doesn't work. This is a basic principle of deductive reasoning, Miss Mamere. I wasn't talking about the colour of people's clothes, Seymour. Huh? Why is purple an exception? Well, hello, Linnea. My name is Mamere. I'm a travelling painter from Fontaine. This is Seymour. He's a good friend of mine. I didn't expect to meet anyone else here. Are you here to gather inspiration too? Gather inspiration? Let me think. I suppose adding new entries to my archive counts, right? Linnea tells Mamere about the pink frostfin whale. And maybe Maisie was right after all. That frostfin whale really does bring good luck. I even got to meet an adorable Melusine. Please mind your conduct, miss, and refrain from any actions that may violate the statutes. I know. I won't touch anything without permission. I see. Do you like animals, Linnea? Absolutely. If only I could swim as fast as a Melusine. Those frostfin whales looked like they were having so much fun. I want to play with them too. Then I'll give this painting to you, Linnea. I can't help you swim faster, but if you hang it in your room, maybe it'll feel like you're playing with the frostfin whales. Whoa, thank you. It's beautiful. When I get back, I'll show it to everyone in Speranza for sure. Aw, what a cute little interaction. That was our first time seeing my man in 2 years, bro.
As shiny as Mora, the golden loach king of the Loachy world.
Mora? There's Mora?
And did Paimon just hear someone say something about gold?
You sure did. I discovered this uniquely colored golden loach while exploring up north. It was the only one in the area with such a distinctive color. It's thriving now, and I've had a doctor who knows about animals take a look. The color doesn't seem to be caused by anything pathological.
Then why does it look so different?
It could be any number of things. Habitat, environment, the characteristics of the water it lives in, climate, even its diet. But if you're asking me to pin it down to one specific reason, I'm afraid I just don't know.
And not knowing doesn't bother you?
Why would it? It's such a rare phenomenon, I'm incredibly lucky just to have witnessed it.
He's just a little
Being
guy.
able to document my discovery, draw inferences, and make conjectures is more than enough for me.
It's just like a pink frostfin whale. They say if you get the chance to see a pink frostfin whale, your wishes will come true. But they're super duper rare. Even so, we saw one once when we were with Linnea. I think it was because she brought us good luck.
Wow! We should go look for one too! Oh, Paimon has so many wishes. Which one should the whale grant first?
Do different colors really give them mystical powers?
It's probably just wishful thinking.
Wish, but I'm.
So, pink whales don't have mystical powers?
Well, there are some examples of some creatures with special colors possessing unique abilities. But the frostfin whale we saw probably wasn't one of them. If people were just making wishes, that would be one thing. I'm just worried someone might hurt it because they believe those fanciful stories.
Huh? Would people really do that?
I know this one. Katya told me that some really nasty treasure hunters hunt animals with unusual colors to sell them to collectors.
That's right. There was a time when animals from Natland were highly prized on the black market. Live specimens in particular. But bones and furs would also fetch a high price. Some merchants looking to sell their smuggled goods at inflated prices would even go so far as to process and alter them, packaging them as some kind of fantasy product before selling them to customers. There was a case I heard where poachers removed the feet from cuckoosaurs to make them more aesthetically pleasing and easier to transport. Collectors who'd never seen a cuckoosaurus before actually thought they were naturally legless, spending their entire lives soaring through the sky, living off wind and dew, like some kind of marvel of nature. Their reckless pursuit of the exotic only fueled the poachers' wickedness. They created a whole smuggling network born from greed and deceit, causing untold harm and suffering. In a sea of evil deeds, even a relatively minor act, such as dyeing a creature to change its color, is still wrong.
So, should we give that silver capybara a bath? Was it also dyed this color by nasty poachers?
I don't think that'll be necessary. When I found it, it was taking a soak in a hilly churl's cooking pot. Maybe it thought it was a hot spring? There can't be that many born with fur like that. It's probably why the smugglers took it.
Paimon can totally imagine what it must have looked like in that cooking pot.
Right? Despite its unique color, it still has the same nature and temperament as other capybaras.
Come to think of it, we caught a white weasel thief once before too.
The Mora thief! What happened to it in the end?
We let it go. Hopefully it's learned its lesson and won't go near any more Fatui research facilities. Unlike our capybara friend, its change in color must be an acquired trait. Perhaps a result of being exposed to such high concentrations of Kuvaki.
That makes sense. When Paimon thinks about it like that, it seems being unique isn't always a good thing. Just thinking about how some creatures might suffer because they're different, or that the only reason they're different is that something bad happened to make them that way.
It might sound a little selfish, but if Lumi wasn't such a special little Jack Frost, we might never have become partners to begin with.
It doesn't seem to mind.
So, it's not always a bad thing either?
If being different brought the two of you together, then of course it's a good thing.
I remember Helka mentioning a saying from Layaway in one of her letters. Something about blessings and misfortune. Every misfortune conceals a blessing, and every blessing hides misfortune. That's the one. By the way, Miss Linnea, you're being awfully quiet. Where's all that teacher energy gone?
I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be calling me out, Nico.
Well, you were once part of the Conch King too, Miss Linnea. Anyway, why don't we just drop all this deep stuff for today? and you can tell us about the Volkodlok. Are they really that strong? How do they compare to Snegovic and Leshy?
There are
fuck
many
you talking about?
fascinating stories about the Volkodlok that I could tell you.
Are they Fae, maybe?
But they'll have to wait for next time.
Ugh, not next time again. Alright, but you'd better remember.
Sorry for making you sit through that.
Don't be. I learned quite a few things today too.
Seriously? That's wonderful!
Hey, I just realized something. You all went to see that Frostbin whale without me. You were the one who overslept. Huh? In that case, make sure to wake me up next time.
So, that guest from Natlan inspired your new hymn?
I was practicing outside the city and had just finished a high note when I saw a fluffy tail drooping from a tree. For a moment, I thought I'd seen a wild
Shalona.
beast. But upon closer inspection, it was just Miss Shalonen from Natlan.
You've met Shalonen too, Barbara?
Wasn't Shilonen taking naps in the library before? Why'd you switch back to trees again?
Comfy.
Well, she said she was worried about disturbing others by sleeping in the library, so she wanted to find a more deserted spot. But in the end, I guess she ended up being the one who was disturbed instead.
Oh, don't you worry, Miss Barbara. I doubt your voice could ever disturb anyone. Why else would she have helped you adjust the rhythm of that hymn to the Anemo Archon?
She's just so nice. Even though she was yawning the whole time, she gave me tons of useful suggestions. It's just a shame we don't have a dance-off stage in Mondstadt. Then we could use it to test those instruments she was talking about.
We should take a trip to Natlan together.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. I haven't visited other nations much up till now. But before that, let me polish off this new hymn to the Anemo Archon. I shouldn't waste all the help Miss Shalonen and that bard Venti have given me. Traveler, Paimon, remember to come listen to me sing. You too, Dahlia. And Venti as well, I guess. As long as he hasn't had too much to drink.
That won't be
I
a
would love to
problem.
see her face
I'm
when she
sure
finds
Venti
out.
rates your songs more highly than any old fine wine.
But I almost never see him without a bottle in his hand. Oh, may the Anemo Archon watch over him. He has such talent. If only he'd put it to better use.
The way I see it, the Anemo Archon does look out for him. Out of all of my friends, he's one of the freest people I know. Anyway, it's almost time for confession, if you'll excuse me.
Confession?
Well, Cardinal Seamus is back at the cathedral, as you might have heard. It's not every day that an opportunity to confess to him comes around. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Cardinal Seamus? Oh, right! He's that Cardinal of Daybreak guy Varka was talking about. The one who went with him on his expedition to nodkrai. Paimon heard that the expedition members were heading back to Mondstadt, but she didn't expect them to be back so soon.
But unless I'm remembering this wrong, he's also...
Yes, he's my father. Jean's too.
That would make sense, you are sisters. Dahlia enters the cathedral.
May the Anemo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia. It has been some time since we last met. I did not expect your first request to be for me to hear your confession.
You are the closest to our god here in the Church of Favonius. I would be honored to have you hear it.
I suspect that I am in truth furthest away. How else would I be able to see his divine glory in full?
Is that so? I thought you might say that each of us should try our best to draw nearer to him, for the eye of the hurricane is often the quietest spot of all.
I believe that Barbados, in his mercy, will not allow the hurricane to sweep through Mondstadt. Amidst the warm breezes he sends, what we should do is go beyond our city's walls and enjoy his many blessings.
Well, you certainly did that. But the winds in nodkrai must be much colder than those in Mondstadt.
Of course. And it's not as if the wind that blows through that land is Favonian in nature. We seem to have visitors outside. Deaconess Barbara among them. Are they here for confession?
What is this conversation?
Indeed.
Feels like they're talking in
In a
code.
way, though, I suspect I'm better suited than she is to be the first to seek confession from you.
Deaconess Barbara is a diligent sister. May the Anemo Archon protect her as well. If you would be so kind, please pass on the message that I will hear her confession anytime.
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
Could you not tell her yourself, sir?
I have thought about this as well, Deacon Dahlia. But a wind that has been away from home so long must take its time to find the flowers it once nurtured.
He's anxious about
So,
seeing his
the
kids
first
again.
thing you did was to wait here at the cathedral?
I went home as soon as I could, but Jean was working overtime at the Knight's headquarters and Barbara had already gone to the cathedral, so... Anyway, you may begin, Deacon Dahlia.
Bless me, Anemo Archon, for I have sinned. It has been 2 weeks since my last confession. I just lied to Deaconess Barbara, hiding the truth that Venti is in fact Barbados from her.
Yell it.
You can tell her the truth, you know. Barbados said so himself.
It's gonna ruin her life.
I actually did. But she warned me that I'd be picking every last weed from the cathedral's front lawn if I said that again. Maybe you could give it a try?
For the sake of our bond as parent and child, perhaps it might be best if Barbados revealed that truth to the
They're both
faithful in
avoiding
person.
it.
Anyway, Deacon Dahlia, please, continue.
5 days ago, I offended the Archon by accidentally losing to Venti in a game of Genius Invocation TCG. According to the rules we set, if he won, I would treat him to a drink. But if he lost, he'd treat himself to 2 drinks as punishment.
I am sure you upheld the virtue of honesty with regard to this rule,
So
and ensured that Venti
unserious.
did so as well.
Indeed I did. Following his victory, I confessed to him right there and then, before treating him to 3 drinks. He absolved me, along with the others drinking nearby who were egging us on.
May he
Just
absolve us
gossiping.
all, especially Charles. Out of any of us, he offends our Archon the most.
Finally, I confessed to an act of laziness that took place 7 days ago. While working alongside Sister Rosaria and Deaconess Barbara, Rosaria and I sneaked off to grab a drink.
Should you not, therefore, be confessing to day drinking as well?
No, I myself did not drink wine. Sister Rosaria drank double, and Charles served me
Let
some
him
juice on
fucking
the side.
ratting her out.
The sin of drinking immoderately in the day, then. What about Deaconess Barbara?
She had finished plucking the weeds by the time we returned, and had already made a start on wiping the windows. I brought her some juice.
And you and Sister Rosaria observe the principle of kindness and generosity by taking the cloth from her hands, I trust.
We did. Sister Rosaria
Aw.
and I finished the rest together.
Aw.
Thank you. If word had reached Frederica that Barbara had been made to wipe all the windows in the cathedral by herself, she'd come and flip my desk right over.
Well, a shame that she's still out on her mission, so she can't come to see you right now. Anyway, that concludes my confession, Cardinal.
Basically a fucking gossip.
All right. In that case, copy the Favonian liturgy 3 times and the proverb 6. May the Anemo Archon protect you, Deacon Dahlia.
May he protect us all. That said, are you also unaware of Miss Frederica's whereabouts? I recall that you and Mr. Varka set off for Nodkrai together. Ah, by the way, I must also confess, I'm asking this on Deaconess Barbara's behalf.
Perhaps Varka might know. But considering how dangerous things were in Nodkrai, I doubt he had time to keep track of her whereabouts either. The letters we exchange mostly contain pleasantries, but it comforts me to know that she is well. I sent word of this home so Barbara knows as well. I would say that Jean would know Frederica's whereabouts best, but she shoulders a heavy responsibility. This family of ours.
I believe you need not worry, Cardinal. By the Anemo Archon's grace, the 1,000 winds that blow throughout the world shall all return to a single place.
Indeed. Any Mondstadter who leaves their windows open, inviting the company of the wind, shall be guided towards eventual reunion. Let the wind lead according to his blessings.
Pretty short.
Now, if I may be so bold, would you hear my confession, Deacon Dahlia?
Seamus Pegg confesses to Dahlia earnestly, while Dahlia also listens to this cardinal's errors in earnest. After some time, it's complete.
Sorry to keep you all waiting. Would you like to go to confession as well, Miss Barbara? I believe the Cardinal will be working at the cathedral for some time yet.
Oh, I'll be fine. My worries are quite small. Nothing worth bothering the Cardinal about. Anyway, I'm off. My sister's waiting back home. I should be helping her cook. See ya, Traveler, Paimon, Dahlia. I'll invite you all over to listen to the hymn once it's complete. That's kind of weird. Isn't the Cardinal her dad? Why does she refer to him by his title?
Well, we are standing in front of the Favonius Cathedral right now. Perhaps Miss Barbara believes that her identity as deaconess takes precedence in this sacred place.
And what does Cardinal Seamus think?
If you were to go in and ask him right now, you'd likely get a similar answer. But in the world outside, well, I suppose all we can do is let the wind lead and trust the Anemo Archon to help us out.
How does it feel to be back? Frederica's not around, sure, but the Knights HQ is still a familiar sight, right?
Yes, and we have some new faces too. May the Anemo Archon watch over them.
Hey now, don't look at me. She's out on a secret mission, as you know full well. Can't tell you about it, no sir. In any case, you'd have better luck asking Jean. Oh, come on. I know acting Grandmaster's a rough gig. I mean, I'm back, aren't I? I'll help her out for sure.
Oh, for Barbados' sake. Would it kill you to sit in that office yourself, Varka?
Oh, damn.
Jean's exhausted. She needs rest. And by that I mean people need to force her to take some. Just look at her. You'd think she was the only person in Mondstadt without the right to drink and sleep.
That's real.
The duty to drink and sleep, I think you mean.
Thank you for the corrections, Grandmaster. Why, if I hadn't been appointed Cardinal, I'd...
Damn.
Whoa, relax. You're acting like your old adventurer self again. You know, like how you were back when you and Frederica came to Mondstadt together.
Are they not from
Years
Mondstadt?
and years spent to the Church of Favonius on her account hasn't changed your temper much, I see.
I joined the church because of the Anemo Archon's guidance.
Sure. You're the Cardinal here, not me.
Barbados give me strength.
Damn, they really hate
Don't
each other.
worry, I'll figure something out, okay? I've already asked Hertha to put out a call for recruits. And that kid Lowen's just about ready for bigger things, too. Now, all we gotta do is find a few more deputy captains, and Jean will be able to rest much easier.
I only pray that the presence of these deputy captains decreases rather than increases her workload.
Oh, they'll do great! Don't you trust me, Seamus?
Apparently
Anemo
not.
Archon willing.
Damn. I did not know there was beef between those two. Holy shit. Marionette's notebook. Now that I think about it, every time I saw Sandrone, the notebook she had with her was never exactly the same. Probably because she was someone who loved taking notes and often had new ideas. Though she is a machine, to you and your companions, Sandrone is entirely human. Her joys, sorrows, and emotions are not much different from yours. The notebook that the knave hands you is somewhat aged, with creases at the corners, as if it had been accidentally folded and then carefully smoothed out by someone. Sandrone has a lot of stories about her recorded in it. You're not sure if the knave has read them. But judging from the expression on her face when she gave you the notebook, she seems to know Sandrone very well even without it, and is even responsible for carrying out her last wishes. Oh shit. Marionette's notebook. Sunny. Alan has provided me with many notebooks. I often discard them after making a few markings. On those occasions, his expression was unreadable. Nevertheless, he supplies me with new ones. I do not understand his reasoning. I do not know why I discarded them after making markings. I do not know why he permits this behavior. He states that my emotion module is optimal. I do not comprehend. This is a new notebook. I do not wish to discard it. I have learned to record. I am beginning to record. Sunny. I have learned more, and my manner of speech has become more elegant. Elegant is the new word I have learned. Alain advised me not to push myself. I disagree. I have performed exceptionally well. We conversed this afternoon. I have drawn several conclusions. 1. Alain created me. 2. He modelled me after memories of his deceased sister, and now he feels guilt. 3. My learning ability exceeds his expectations. Alain Guillotine's... No, wait, it's not Guillotine, is it? Alain Guillotine's younger sister was named Marianne Guillotine. She passed away long ago. Alain finalized my creation on his 65th birthday. He stated that I am a friend, a family member. He expressed happiness about gaining a companion. Alain has not defined our relationship. It is evident that I am not Marianne Guillotine. He concurred, noting that I am significantly different from his sister. He expressed a desire for me to act according to my own will. When I stated that I would no longer discard the notebooks, Alain's composure wavered briefly. He likely experienced an urge to weep, but ultimately suppressed it. Alain said I could choose a birthday if I wished. I will consider this proposal seriously. He mentioned that most people cannot choose their birth date, but I can. I am free. Overcast. Alain's physical condition continues to deteriorate. Doctors have visited frequently. Each time he closes the door. I am excluded from the process. I sensed something unfamiliar. Later, Alain identified the sensations as anger and sadness. He expressed satisfaction that I was learning to recognize them. However, he noted that I do not yet understand guilt. He explained that the social mechanisms behind this emotion are too complex for most animals or machines to acquire easily. I have concluded that understanding guilt is not a necessary function for me. Alain inquired about my desires. My response was, I want you to be healthy. Also, Alain presented a new invention to me. He has named it Polonia. Oh, so Alain made Polonia? I thought Sandrone did. I guess she just modified it. I cannot classify Polonia as family, kin, or friend. Its architecture lacks an emotion module comparable to mine. The reason for Alain's design choice to create it with different specifications is unclear to me. He asserted that both Polonia and I are unique and cannot be replicated. He clarified that I am myself, whereas Polonia is a purely mechanical construct. Overcast. Sorted through the warehouse and cleaned the room. Debugged Polonia's basic functions. Rainy. Alain has passed out. His condition is deteriorating. The doctor examined him with a grim expression. Alain's subordinate came to visit him, bringing a brand new tea set and some expensive tea leaves. Alain doesn't like to drink tea, nor is he used to using luxurious things, so the tea set is mine. That's the one she still uses. Sunny. All my potted plants are thriving. This is simple, and it seems almost too straightforward to claim any credit for myself. When conditions are right, they simply grow on their own, independent of any gardener. I know. I see a parallel in myself. I, too, don't rely on anything to grow. Overcast. Today, I helped Alain with Polonia's final tests. He's been unable to walk, so I transported him there in his wheelchair. Can't speak. Alain displayed little emotion. Despite Polonia's stable performance, he wasn't satisfied. He explained that Polonia is, in essence, merely an algorithm designed to calculate the unknown. As for what the unknown is, he himself is uncertain. Oh! Polonia was literally designed to be a New World formula. I can't speak. Polonia was literally designed to be a New World formula. And that's what she ended up using it for. The scope of the unknown is vast, too vast to quantify. I find it difficult to process that even he lacks an answer, and that this realization causes him sorrow. I don't understand. Alain asked, how shall we view the fate of this world? Use a detector, I responded. Sunny. Alain has entrusted me with his old notebooks. It brings me genuine joy, and I find great value in the knowledge he imparted. Lately, I've been contemplating the fate of this world. I quickly concluded that it is an inquiry without an answer. If people cannot even grasp their own destinies, how can they presume to meddle with the world's? A truly foolish notion. Alain remarked that there are quite a few fools who hold such ideas. I laughed and gave him a disbelieving look. Then he began to laugh as well, though I cannot comprehend what he finds amusing. Sunny. I bought new bed sheets, pillowcases, and curtains. My room is now refreshingly tidy. I must say, that was a clever decision. Sunny, I've been too modest in my recent records. I'm not just smart, I'm brilliant. I'm a quick learner. Even Alan agrees. Sunny, Alan's body won't hold on much longer. He sat by the fireplace and told me some stories. He created me, in the beginning, to honor the memory of the years he spent with his sister. He hadn't even decided what to do with me when he first brought me into being. Later, he hoped I could travel on his behalf, to see the world and broaden my own horizons. One problem. Alan and I are now colleagues, both tied down by long-term professional commitments. It seems true freedom to travel is for those unburdened by work. As he puts it, that dream lies in ruins now. A complete and utter failure. He mentioned that he once had another wish, but abandoned it long ago. I pressed him for details, and he admitted, with some awkwardness, that he once dreamed of saving the world when he was young. I asked if this was a wish I needed to inherit. He was taken aback and firmly told me no. He said I can do anything I like, and that he has no expectations of me. Alan asked if there was anything I wanted to do. Well, I haven't found that yet. Call back to the fucking cutscene. Sunny. Parents are responsible for bringing children into the world, and children are responsible for their future. This is a social rule. I believe the final unspoken tenet of this rule is that children are also responsible for their parents' final years. Alan's final years have reached their end. He left a will concerning his remaining possessions, a small sum of savings, Polonia, and some notebooks. He asked me to burn the notebooks after his death to avoid theft. Honestly, given the sheer volume, Polonia is probably the only one who could steal them. Polonia was Alan's final pursuit in life. It is a pity he did not live to see it produce a definitive answer. He told me not to worry about it, and that I could leave Polonia to the Fontaine Research Institute. His only regret was that those people wouldn't know how to maintain it as well as I do. I disagree with this plan. Polonia will remain with me. However, I am not sure what I should use it for. Rainy. Today was Alan's funeral. Heavy rain fell throughout the ceremony, as if someone was crying in the sky. Nivy. Ugh, annoying. Holding an umbrella in the rain is so inconvenient. Alan was laid to rest, and everything proceeded smoothly. I was the one who stepped forward to bid him farewell, while Polonia stayed behind to look after the house. The weather didn't clear up until midnight. I sat by the grave for a while, keeping Alan company, with the moon in the sky keeping me company in turn. The night was very quiet. No more sounds of laboured breathing. It feels as if the only companion I have left in this world is the moon. Carl and Sandro, they are kissing. I don't know what that was, I just panicked. The personality she ends up having kind of starting to come through. Sunny. I'm leaving now. Farewell. Overcast. Update log. Upgraded Polonia's tea brewing functions. Upgraded Polonia's meal delivery functions. Upgraded Polonia's book search functions. Corrected a malfunction where Polonia could not hang laundry. To the outside, I'll claim that Polonia is my attendant. That should turn some curious stares away. I have to protect it. It's Alan's secret and his wish. And she ended up fulfilling his wish. Because she saved the world by using Polonia as the world formula, which is what Polonia was always meant to do. Crying. Overcast. Snezhnaya is so cold. Though it has nothing to do with me. Overcast. I found a new job, and the pay is pretty good. My boss is a woman with an icy demeanour, and I do mean icy. Common Bina described the Tsaritsa that way as well. As for my colleagues, they're a real mixed bag. It's already getting on my nerves. Sunny. What's the point of a sunny day in Snezhnaya? It snows just as heavily. My colleagues are so annoying. Rainy. I haven't journaled for a good while. It just slipped my mind. Nothing felt particularly worth recording. And since it's something I don't feel like doing, I might as well pause it for now. Yeah, you can really see, like, as soon as Alan dies, she starts to kind of develop this, like, tsundere personality. It's very interesting. A new text appears after a few blank pages. Sunny. Columbina is so annoying. Sunny. Arlecchino is so annoying. Overcast. What on earth was Dottore thinking? I simply cannot agree with his approach. Overcast. It's been some weeks since the new project was launched, and it's still stuck in the approval process. What is Pantalone's problem with financial approvals? Why is he so ridiculously stringent? It's not like it's his personal money. It all belongs to the Fatui. Snowy. Dottore's project was approved 10 times faster than mine? Ugh. He and Pantalone should do me a favour and disappear from my sight. Sunny. A meeting with Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Duration, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Sunny. Rosaline brought me a new tea set, claiming it was from Mondstadt, and a bottle of wine. That's odd. Didn't she say she couldn't be bothered to go to Mondstadt? I wonder if this was when she went and took the Gnosis. Sunny. Attended Piero's lecture. Not bad. The content is pretty good. Pulcinella's lecture is tomorrow. Rainy. A meeting with Capitano, Arlecchino, and Rosaline. Duration, 40 minutes. It's interesting that she calls her Rosaline, but she calls the others by their Fatui names. So the tea set was purchased by mail. Well, that explains everything. Oh, okay. Rosaline's new high heels are so loud. They're noisy, but I do like the gifts she gave me. I suppose I can cut her some slack. Heavy snow. Columbina's preference for tea is quite ordinary, not as refined as Arlecchino's. Perhaps that's just like her. Do special people like ordinary tea, and ordinary people special tea? Sunny. It's been 2 weeks since we lost contact with Tartaglia on his mission. Sunny. Tartaglia returned, with a few scratches. Also, looks like Columbina and Dottore are on the outs. I didn't ask further. It was only a matter of time, anyway. Overcast. Arlecchino and Columbina came over for tea and picked Rosaline up on the way. It was a good day. I should keep some cookies on hand for next time. Snowy. Rosaline is dead. New text appears after a few blank pages. Most of it relates to the Nazis and Kreutz Ordo, so abstruse that prolonged study leaves one busy. Mixed in are a few offhand comments, which look like Sandrone's recent jottings. Heavy snow. Capitano chose to stay in Natlan. Shame. Sunny. Columbina hasn't been faring well since she resigned. Serbs are right. I did warn her to think carefully before making such decisions, but she wouldn't listen. The materials Arlecchino provided were extensive. I owe her my thanks. Important. Send gifts to the House of the Hearth, one for every child. Aww. A new project, and I have to collaborate with Dottore? I can't help but feel some resentment towards Her Majesty for this. But Her Majesty's plan, it must succeed. Gods, Columbina, can you stop being so annoying? Polonia's situation is stable. Optimizing algorithmic logic. Expecting several hours of downtime. A meeting with Arlecchino. Duration 20 minutes. Tea break with Arlecchino. Duration 1 hour. You're like, let's have a meeting, but then let's just drink tea for an hour. Yeah, this must have been when Columbina teleported them away from Reria, and then Sandrone had to repair Polonia. Scattered among vast volumes of data are a few terms. Calculations. Orthants. The probability of Columbina being alive is definitely higher than any other outcome. Absolutely. Also, today is Alan's birthday. I do hope the traveller's safe. It would be a great hassle otherwise. Almost there. Inconceivable. That guy's core is from Irminsul. Performance is stable. He seems to know us pretty well. Or maybe he's just the sociable sort? Core assembly completed. System checked and deployed for combat. Recording the key points of this technique. By using Luonatars, a fragment of Columbina's soul, connection with a variable in this world, a descender, we aim to effect the retrieval of Columbina's complete soul from inside the moon's reflection. The survival of the traveller is a necessary condition for success. Update log. Upgraded Polonia's core function to the world formula. Upgraded Polonia's search and retrieval functions. Implemented a new self-preservation mechanism for Polonia. Combat priority shifted from protecting me to protecting Polonia. Installed a false core and data destruction function. All log data will be cleared if the damage level falls below the critical threshold. Iterated on my self-preservation mechanisms.